Hello, everybody. Welcome in. How is everybody? Okay, the King of Coins and the Two of Wands. So, the very first card here, the Knight of King of Coins. So the King of Coins. Hi, Tramzilla, Hugh. How are you? So you're up late. I am. Yeah. I mean, it's like midnight for me, but I guess so. Yeah. How are you? But yeah, the King of Coins is in reverse, which is kind of having a disregard for the good things in life and kind of just being very dissatisfied with what you already have. And then the Two of Coins, it's to me this kind of reads as like ambition, like you are kind of dissatisfied with what you have and you kind of want to change that. You are kind of willing to kind of give up and start again. But the ends because of that, the Two of wands, it's just having several options, having not being able to choose one thing, and kind of knowing that every uh option has a benefit. So you do have this, like, just being on a crossroads, not really knowing where you want to go. Drizillo asked, should I go to NYC next month and stay, or continue to remain in Chicago? Hmm. You know what? I saw this spread, and it's kind of like if you're stuck between choices, you should do this. Look, I'll show you. So I would do two columns, one for um Love Trout Jones. Hi, how are you? Welcome in. But yeah, I'll do two columns, and then one's going to be for NYC, and then the next is going to be for Chicago. So should you stay, or like which option is better, right? I think that's the question. So this is for NYC, and this is for Chicago. Okay, so if you decide to stay, the Three of Wands, this is about direction. I feel like if you stay, you are maybe you already know the like you know where you want to go. Like this is kind of you moving forward after a moment of hesitation. Um, Hi, Eco 7775. But yeah, so to me, it's like if you decide that you want to stay in Chicago, you kind of know the direction. You kind of have an advantage because you already kind of know where you should go. However, the chariot is in reverse for Chicago, and this just tells me that if you just decide to stay, um, you are going to fall into. I don't know if you are kind of like emotionally closed or like if you are confused about like the goal. Because to me, maybe you've been here for a long time or like you've been in Chicago for a long time. So you do have an advantage and you know where you want to go, but maybe you just don't know how to get there, right? And then with going to like moving to if you do decide to move to NYC, you have the Seven of Wands here, and the Seven of Wands it's just about it is about movement, but it's also you kind of struggling, kind of putting up a fight against many opponents. There's you are going to keep your position in this very conflicting situation if you do decide to move to NYC. I kind of just see you being put in the middle of like fights, and I don't know, like you are going to struggle, and you are also going to feel very empty, and you're going to feel like you have no one there. Because again, this is like you having like emotional dryness, feeling very empty, kind of avoiding um people and avoiding. Is a Seven of Wands reversed? It is not. It is upright. But yeah, I kind of see you maybe just struggling, kind of fitting in, struggling to kind of find your place, and also kind of struggling to make friends, struggling to find connections. Yes, you do in Chicago, you do have maybe you kind of know your way around Chicago, like you kind of know where things are, but you have no direction. To me, it's kind of like you know where you want to go, but you can't find the path that's going to take you there. So if you are okay with again like starting fresh, maybe that's what you want. I think you should move. But also if you decide to move, just know that you are going to struggle and you are going to feel very empty there. Like at first you are going to feel like I said, like very empty and like emotionally like dry. A lot of negative feelings and like heartbreak. I feel like I have no one here and I'm involved in fights, New York City. Wow, life sucks. I don't know. To me, it doesn't look like struggle is just kind of like having a hard time kind of integrating into an already established place, you know? But yes, ego, what is your question, ego? What if I take more time to move as I what do you mean? What if you prepare a little bit more? Is that the question? or like doing it within the year, preparing more. Were you planning on just like picking up and like leaving? If you do decide to plan a little bit more, you have the Ace of Coins here, and I do think so. Yeah, to me, this is a yes. I feel like you should plan a little bit more because this is the card of like a good start in material things. This is like you having financial and physical stability, and kind of like you looking at things or you going after things th- with a very practical perspective. So yes, I think that's the best thing to do. This is also kind of like you having like a significant amount of money. So maybe that's what you need to do. Yeah, I don't know. To me, if you decide to just like pick up and leave, you're gonna struggle. Like you're gonna feel very empty. If you plan, you are going to move with more stability. And Three of Wands and Seven of Wands aren't reversed, right? No, they are not. They are both upright. But yeah, I feel like you should wait. You should plan a little bit more, so you just so you could have that stability, so you could kind of move with this good start in material things. So yes, I think that's what you should do. I'm just very upset with. But yeah, I'm very unfortunate. Might have to wait. I'm just very upset with everything here. Oh, I'm sorry. But I mean, I mean, you do have free will. Like, if you feel like that's the best thing for you to do, then you should. Ace of Cups, yes, it is reversed. May I receive CC a guidance on my online, like just like a general card reading, Pico, on your online store launch? Any messages, anything that you should know about, any guidance that you should know, any guidance for you, any guidance for Pico, any guidance for ego, any guidance. Okay, so any guidance, any yeah, guidance for you. So the very first card here, it's the Knight of Wands. You know what this is? I've okay, fuck. Okay, this is kind of telling you that this task is way too heavy for your own strength. You are I feel like you are kind of going at this or like going yeah, you are kind of like approaching this or you are moving forward with this being too preoccupied with your own desires. I feel like maybe the guidance here is to make a plan, to make the goal, because I kind of see you being too preoccupied with your own desires, kind of you not wanting to fail. I think that's like the main desire here. So you are kind of having problems defining the outcome of this. I kind of see you having like very short term goals when you should be more concerned about the long term goal of this. So again, don't be so preoccupied with how you feel right now and just kind of focus on what is the main goal. Like what are you planning to do with this like 5 years from now? Like don't be so concerned with what's going to happen in like the next 10 minutes, right? Because I do kind of see you again, there's like a lot of preoccupation with with that. And then you also have the Nine of Swords here, which it could be like get rest, like you need your rest, but it's also like you need to have courage with this. Like you are kind of you are going to be winning a fight against maybe like competition who have, or like you are entering a fight with competition who's been here, who's like more established, right? So you are kind of go have pure intentions, put those imperfect things to good use. But yeah, I think it's mostly the preoccupation that you have. I see. I've been sidetracked with small. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Like you are so concerned with like what's happening now than with the bigger like picture. So just do that. Again, have courage because you are kind of entering this plane of competition and with people who have maybe more like resources. So just kind of show your pure intentions, and I think you'll be good. But yes, these are your guidance messages. But what kind of store is it? Like what kind of what are you planning on selling? Zilla women's clothes. Okay. Yeah, then it makes sense where when it says to have courage. Also with the Nine of Swords, don't let this um don't stay up a lot because the Nine of Swords is kind of having the inability to sleep because you kind of feel like you always feel um like preoccupied, like things are always on your mind, and you kind of, I don't know, maybe you've haven't been sleeping right, but it is kind of telling you to rest and again to have that courage. But yeah, I'm just put pure intentions into this and you'll be good. Yeah, I mean with the Nine of Swords, it's like this can easily become like it can easily overtake you because if you let this kind of steal, like rob of your rob your sleep, then I don't know, like I feel like you are going to get stuck in never advancing because you are constantly going to be thinking of like the small little details. So just put imperfect things to good use. If it's imperfect, then just do it. Will I be able to find my old Miami client? I'm trying to get financial assistance from him. I'm a former dancer. Dancers in quotations. What do you mean? Like, did they ghost you? Or like, I see, think of course, ego and good luck to you. Come back and tell me how it goes. Tell me how it went. Are you gonna find your old Miami clients? Declines. The old clients. Okay, I do see. Hmm. This is like logical thinking, coming to a conclusive decision, and having ambition, and then the Six of Wands in reverse, which is, hmm. I kind of see you. Okay, this is like you coming to a conclusive decision, and then like the Six of Wands, it's like you being excessively in the pursuit of like luxury, or like you kind of, there's a need for you to break up an alliance of a need to break up an alliance of opponents. Hmm. I don't think so. To me, this kind of feels like a no. An excessive pursuit of luxury and kind of needing to break up an alliance. But then there's also like you having ambition and kind of like, it's like you thinking very rationally and logically about this, and then coming to the conclusion that you kind of need to break up this. I don't know. It feels like a no to me. Okay, you're not pursuing luxury. Okay, I mean, I'm kind of telling you the meaning of the card. Financial assistance does not mean that. Okay. Again, I'm telling you the meaning of the card. Like the meaning of the card is and always excessively pursuing luxury and kind of needing to break up an alliance. That's what the card means. And again, with the Ace of Swords, that's just like you having a planned initiative. It's also like, again, again, it feels like a no, only because it's like rational and logical thinking, and that comes in contact with needing to break up an alliance. So I can barely get my basic needs met. I can't imagine luxury. Mm-hmm. What's this? The King of Wands, which is, I mean, this is like, it does make sense that you say that, because this is like you having a very mature attitude to your own desires, a lot of controlled, or like, I don't know, it's kind of like pushing yourself to move forward, kind of investing what you have now into, like, it's investing your present assets into in future projects. I don't know. It still feels like no, because if it was a yes, I feel like, why would you need to feel like you need to kind of break up, or like kind of need to like split or like separate from an alliance? And then again, with the King of Wands, kind of just having you having that mature attitude to kind of control your own desires, and it is kind of like prodding yourself to move forward, but again, this feels like a no to me. Hi, Young Woo Kim, 1111. Hi, but no Tramzilla. It does not feel like that. Hold on, I need to move this. Um, are we gonna have a future together, and is she cheating on me? Are you gonna are we gonna have a future together? I did so many readings, and each time I get something. Wait, you do the readings yourself? Are we gonna have a future together? Hold on, in terms of, I'll answer your question when I'm done with this one. Myself, yeah. Okay, okay. Are you guys gonna have a future together? Okay, so this could be. So this is gonna be them, you, and then between the both of you in the middle. Okay, so between the both of you, you guys have the. It's le mat or mat, I guess. And this is just like it is in reverse, and this is just. It's like I don't think you guys are gonna come back or like have a future together because this is like having a hard time of finding commitment or like finding stability. This is like feeling lost, having that like a lack of acceptance by or like it's just like having a hard time planning ahead. um this is also again feeling like there's lack of purpose. So maybe even if you guys work together or like if you guys were to be together, I feel like there's going to be this feeling of not always feeling complete. Because again, between the both of you, there's a lack of purpose. There's or like there's a feeling of lack of purpose, and there's a feeling of always being lost. This is also like foolish behavior, um, and again having a hard time planning ahead. And they have this the page of swords in reverse, and to me, this just means that they are confused by this whole situation. I feel like they've already kind of called it quits. And did they cheat? I feel like they might have done something because this is like them being very sloppy with the way that they use um their resources. And that causes damage. This is them kind of being confused, having a lot of negative and yeah, like a lot of negative thoughts and even like self defeat. Maybe they did something and they they feel bad, and so they have decided that this isn't. They're confused because of what they did, maybe. Huh. Yeah, and then yeah, I kind of feel like that's what it is because um the high priest is also kind of like not being able to tell a secret. It's like there's a need. They have a need to hide their true nature or like to hide a secret behind um conventions, I guess. They have this like emotional blockage there. And again, maybe they just don't want to say anything about what they did, and they kind of feel the best thing to do is just to pull away. But you have the two of wands here, which is about having options. So you are kind of at a crossroads and you have several options to choose from, and you are kind of like each option has its own benefits. And maybe you want to have like this brief encounter with someone with them, because but I do see them kind of going on their way, and you maybe you just want to have like a quick like conversation with them. I think that's what it is. I feel like that's what you want. I feel like you just want like a very brief conversation so you can move forward, because again, you are at a crossroads and you are unsure if you should just move on or if you should stay. But I don't think you guys are gonna have this. Um, yes, I agree because both of our parents and families are against LGBT and they never accept us. Okay, that makes sense with with Lamont, because this is like having a hard time kind of adapting or like fitting into like society. But yeah, I don't think that you guys are gonna be together. I think that you just want to have like a brief encounter with them, just maybe even like a conversation. But I def think that they did something and they're keeping it a secret. But yes, I'm glad that you liked it. I'm sorry if that wasn't the answer that you wanted, but you know, accurate reading. Thank you so much. Of course. But I think I'm gonna be getting off soon, just because it is late. But I just wanted to come on just for fun. Trimzilla, me break with an alliance. I don't know what that would be. I mean the I don't remember what card it was, but it was mm, yeah, yeah. Gotta go to school. Yes, you have a good day, and thank you for the like, and you should sub. I'll come back soon. Bye, y'all. Thanks so much. Yes, of course. But yes, maybe that's what it is. Tramzilla, maybe you need to break up an alliance, and that's not like you need to break up people. Like I don't think it's like you coming in between people, but maybe it's like an alliance. Maybe this is the alliance. Maybe it's like the alliance that you have with your client. You know, because I feel like everything happens for a reason. Like nothing is a coincidence. So I feel like if you lost their information, like maybe that's like does that make sense? Like maybe that's where it should have ended, or like maybe that's where it should end, and maybe you breaking up this alliance, it's just going to help you look someplace else. I don't know if you're still here, but are your finances going to be improving all over within the next month? I really like how you framed that question, because like you are like it was very specific, because I feel like a lot of people would just ask like in general, like are my finances gonna get better, and like it could be a yes, but it's like yes in like 20 years, you know what I mean? So it's like I feel like that's the best way to ask. It's like specific times. Finance is going to be improving. And that was the Six of Wands reversed. Okay, so for the next within the next month, glad you agree. I feel like it's irrational thing to inquire about within. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's like this misconception that like it'll just tell you, but I feel like the more specific you ask, the better the answer. But I have the five of coins and then the 3 of cups in reverse. So with the 5 of coins being in reverse, which for your financial situation, is it going to get better in the next month? There is, I'm going to say no. I'm gonna say no. The five of coins has to do with a disruption. Something else is gonna go wrong. Something there's a new element that's going to come in, and it's going to continue to destabilize what you already have. It's going to get more attention. I don't know if something's gonna break down. I don't know what it is, but it's a disruption that's going to come in. Um, five coins. It's good then. The five of coins. This is just a disruption, kind of something new coming in, and just stabilizing what you already have. And then the the three of cups in reverse. This is problems, problems in with relations with parents, or like this is like a strong alliance of two people. Um, game on middle on high. Again, this is like a strong alliance of two people that kind of leaves somebody else out. And again, I feel like in the next month, I don't think so. I think you are going to like lose a friend. I don't know, not like that, but you're going to be excluded from something. You're going to get excluded. You are going to feel very lonely. And again, this is like you having problems with relations, maybe with like the people that you do business with. I don't know what it is, but it's just like a problems with relations. Again, maybe it could be parents or like family, but it is just having problems with alliances. And yes, game on Middleon. Is it reversed? They are both in reverse. Yes. But yeah, I don't think so. In the next month, no. Again, a new disruption is gonna come in, and it's going to destabilize. And then again, like you losing connections, you having problems with alliances. But again, you asked about money, and I mean, the five of coins is directly about money. Like the coins, the pentacles. This is like money, and it's like material things. So I always think the five of coins reversed is good. Honestly, which system do you use? I mean, I don't think there's a bad or like a good. It's just because I mean, again, like a disruption. It could sound bad, but I mean, it really is just change. It's just something kind of coming in and getting more attention, but it is going to awaken your resistance, So I think you're gonna be fine. Again, I feel like you are a little bit freaked out, but if anything, I think this is just like kind of putting a magnifying glass over a very small issue. But yes, Tremzilla, to me, it still kind of feels like a no. Roman, hi, how are you? Has Daniel the Taurus been thinking about you? They've been thinking of you. They've been thinking of you. I'm getting like the taste of like, like the taste of blood? Like, it's like the taste of like iron, like metal. I don't know why I'm getting that taste. They've been thinking of you. Okay, the it would be to me like a yes. However, showing off, pretending, they have like this lack of self awareness. Near, it's like a always like like never taking like the shot. I guess it's kind of like because of their inexperience or like because of their inaccuracy, they are always like, to me it's a yes, but I wonder what they feel like lied about maybe. This like a again they have this like a lack of self-awareness, but they also maybe feel like that they need to show off. And then the six of coins here, which is expansion, abundance of a resource, many many possible ways for them to advance. I do think so. You know what they kind of think? I think what it is like maybe they kind of feel like they are lying to themselves, but like in a good way. To me, it's kind of like they just have like this ambition and like they kind of want to move forward, but because they are inexperienced, they they don't know how to move forward. But yeah, they keep thinking of like how this could grow, how this could um become better because like they seem to have a very positive outlook and they seem to have this vision on success. And yeah, again, I think they are deceiving themselves because again, the magician card, this is like deception and it's like manipulation, but it kind of feels like it's them deceiving themselves and it's them having that lack of self awareness that they are deceiving themselves by, I don't know, they kind of feel like they need to show off more, but they do have good intentions and they kind of they want to do this because they want expansion and they want to advance. But yeah, to me that's a yes. Again, it's like they want to move forward and they have all that they need in front of them to kind of move forward, but they just don't have direction. Um, but they do want expansion and foresight. Like they want, I don't know. Again, to me, it's kind of like imagine like expansion, abundance on the table. They just don't know where to go with it. You know, like you know what I mean. But it's because like they themselves are unaware that they can move forward. Yeah, that's how it makes sense in my head. Interesting. That seems complicated. I think that they're just overwhelmed. Because again, if you have all the things that you need to move forward, then it's like you are just afraid because there's nothing holding you back. It's just that fear of where do I go now that I have what I need. It's like that like hesitation, you know? It's like when do I make the move? Because I can't blame it on me not having like this or like me not having what I need to move forward. But yes, game on, Metalon. Good luck to you. Uh, Ishita. Hello, my question is, will I get a lover by this month? Are you gonna get a lover by this month? cover by this month. Thanks, of course, Game on Middle. Ishita, to me, this is a no. I do not think so. The King of Cups is in reverse, which is you just having a hard time kind of overcoming um emotions due to negative past experiences. And then you also have the Seven of Cups in reverse, which is kind of you having problems uh fitting into a group, or like you just have a hard time being part of a group of, like, I don't know, to me it's like you just haven't found your place. You don't even know where to start looking. um but yeah, like this to me it's just you feeling very isolated. You kind of feeling um like you like I don't know, to me it's like you feel like you don't have a purpose just because you haven't found where to look. But by the end of the month, to me this is a no. You're still kind of hung up on uh like, I don't know, to me it's kind of like you have like PTSD in a way, like because like because of the negative things that have happened to you in the past. You have a hard time kind of overcoming those things, and so now um you kind of feel like you don't even know where to look. You have a hard time kind of integrating yourself into a group, into like relationships, I guess. Yes, of course, Ishita. But yeah, to me, it's no, not by the end of the month. But yes, Ishita, if you liked it, give me a like, give me a sub. But I think I'm gonna get off now, guys. I just wanted to get on just because I was bored, but I know it's getting kind of late, so I do need to get off. But again, thank you guys for all of the likes, and I'll be on tomorrow in the morning ish. But yes, everybody have a good night, have a good day later today, and yeah, I need to. But yes, everybody have a good night. Thank you for joining my live, and bye.